Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Hi. Hi, everybody. Let me fix my tie. Gotta look spiffy. Oh, sunshine. There we go. I love them. Have a seat, everybody. Let's get started. Welcome to the show. Cheers. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you for being here. Give a lot of love to my dear friend. Look, it's Kendall, everyone.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm real good. We had a few viewers ask about my necklace yesterday, so I want to clear the air.
Please clear the air, yes.
Yes. It's from a store called 17th Street.
Okay.
That I think has moved now that I looked a little further into it. I thought they were closed in Red Wing.
Yeah.
I think they've moved, so.
They are open.
I think so. 17th Street. I tried to go there like last time I was home, and it wasn't open. It wasn't there, so.
Don't you think it's sweet? I say this a lot, you know, when people, you know, with me with Dallas, when people give me Dallas cards or they see something at a thrift store and it has Dallas and they give it to me. It's very sweet, and I think it's lovely. Like when people, you guys watch us, we come into your home every day and you like one of Kendall's necklaces and they want to know where you get it. I think that's a huge compliment. I think it's really sweet. So it was a pretty necklace. You wear, I like when you wear it.
Thank you.
And you look lovely today. No necklace today.
No necklace.
No necklace.
Earrings. Yes.
No necklace today. Looking lovely. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. I gotta, you guys, if you've seen the show, if you're not new to me, or maybe you've seen that there's a new commercial where she's featured. I have a new friend that I made this year. Her name is Marge. That's my, she's also kind of like my girlfriend. And she is the very sweet woman who asked me to her senior prom. She's 98 years old. She was sitting right over there. There we are at our prom together. That's my girl. That's my sweet, that is my sweet, sweet Marge. I love her so much. Well, I got this, and I don't think you'll mind me sharing this with you. I got this email sent to us, to the show, and it's from her grandson, Travis, and he was writing about how much Marge had fun that night and had a really good time. But I'm mentioning this email because my girlfriend there, Travis told me, just had surgery this week, and she's recovering. She's doing fine, and she said, listen to this. This is what I love, because Marge lives right by, is in Anoka, next to Serums, where I get my chicken wings. So listen, this is my girl. This is what she told her grandson. She goes, I can't stay in the hospital too long because Jason's going to take me to Serums. So she had to get home. So Marge, I love you. I'll be coming to see you real soon. We'll be going to Serums. So you better get well. You better get well really quick because we have a date. You, me, and Serums, okay? I love you, sweetie. I love you. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. I'm going to end on Marge because I can't do better than Marge. So let's going to tell you something else, but I can't do better than Marge. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. There we go. First up, this is sad. This has been all over the place. I mean, it's sad, but I'm glad he's getting help. What I mean by sad is one of the stars of Game of Thrones is in rehab this morning. According to his publicist, Kit Harington checked into a wellness retreat for personal issues. Now, Page Six took it a step further, saying that Kit is seeking treatment for alcohol use and stress, and entered the facility just before the series finale of Game of Thrones aired. Because for those of you who don't know, he plays Jon Snow on Game of Thrones. Sources close to Kit say the show's ending hit him really, really hard. In HBO's documentary, Game of Thrones: The Last Watch, Kit was visibly upset at how the show ended. It showed him reading, they don't get the scripts before that day, and cameras caught him reading the moment. I'm not going to give anything away. Have you seen it yet? By the way, have you seen it yet, Kendall? Okay, You've seen it? Thank goodness. Good Lord, that took forever. She only took a month. What, it aired a month ago or something like that?
Oh, Lord, you're so dramatic.
I know.
That long.
Whatever. It was like 2 months ago it aired. And no, but there was a big moment that he was involved in, and they show him reading it, and he started tearing up. And look, I got to say, I'm glad he's getting treatment because just, look, I know it comes with the territory. We shouldn't, he makes a lot of money. Yeah. But think about it. Think about the stress and the pressure. You're the dude in the middle of the most popular show on the planet. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't go to a movie without people. Everybody wants a piece of you. Everyone's like, what's happening with Jon Snow? Is he alive? Is he dead? That would be an incredible amount of stress for any human being. You know, don't you think?
Oh, totally. And kind of like the character that he plays, he just wasn't somebody who ever really wanted his character to be front and center and be the everything. And when he was resurrected a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Yeah.
A couple seasons ago, he said that was a really big and hard time in his life. So I think that any character, any actor who's really good at what they do, and he was in the show as a Game of Thrones diehard, he was so good. It's got to be really emotionally hard for them to separate themselves.
Well, and you tell everyone, you read a little anecdote about the wardrobe. Listen to this. I mean, because I thought he was, I got to tell you, I thought he was a little aloof. I didn't think he cared about the show that much. I'm not making a bust on him, but when I would see him on interviews, I thought he was over it. But he told a story. Tell everyone about the wardrobe.
Yeah, he has said now that when they were taking off the wardrobe, the very last time he played the character, it was really hard for him. And they just kind of ripped it off unceremoniously. And he said it was like shedding his skin. And he thought it should have just been more of a moment. Yeah. And that it was really, really difficult for him.
8 years of your life. I mean, you know, you do that. Well, Jeff, 5 months they spent shooting one. That's a lot of your life.
55 nights for the one episode.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a lot. It's a lot of time. We wish you the best, Kit Harington. We wish you the best. Let's move on. Far less serious. Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne made an announcement on The Talk yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, she's getting a new face.
Oh. My next surgery's booked. It is. I'm having it in August, so when we come back to film in September, I'll have a new face.
Well, you know what, Sharon? You'll be refreshed, darling.
Yes, I'll look like I've used a new cream. That's right.
Sharon has been, for years, Sharon's been really open about her love of plastic surgery. She's had a facelift, she has had tummy tucks, and much more. She says she decided to undergo plastic surgery this time because she didn't want to look like her mom. Well, I got to tell, let me just give her a compliment. I think she looks great. I don't think she needs it all. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
How much better? She looks great.
Yeah.
I don't like to say the phrase, she looks great for her age, because that's not a compliment, really. She just looks good.
She looks really good. It was funny, Rumor Willis was the whatever.
Like fill-in and co-host,
person. And she was like, I would love to look like my mom, Demi Moore. You know?
Oh,
She's like, I would love her jeans, so I don't know what you're talking about. You don't want to look like your mom.
Hell, I would like to look like Demi Moore. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I can't. Look, to be honest, I tell you everything. I'm not going to sit up here on this Formica desk and pass judgment on her. I've had things done. I haven't had a facelift, for heaven's sake, but I had a pro lipo on my belly and my love handles. You know, I watched Dallas on my iPad while I had it done. But I mean, I've had it, so I can't judge someone that's had any kind of work done. But that was years ago, and then I ate pizza, and it all filled up again. Anyway, it's going back down, though, Big news next on the dish. Big news for our friends at the Mall of America.
Oh, it's big.
The mall just announced SJP by Sarah Jessica Parker is coming to the Mall of America. Now the brand, if you're not familiar, if you're a couple dudes in the audience are like, what the hell is that? The brand is owned and designed by SJP, by Sarah. There's my girl. Hi, Carrie, I love you. And SJP, the Mall of America location, will be the first in the Midwest. The boutique features footwear and accessories. Each shoe, she takes this very seriously, each shoe is made in Italy, including the Carrie, named after her Sex and the City character. And I went to the one in Vegas because, you know, there's a couple in New York. She's known, my friend. In my head, she's my friend. But my friend Sarah, Jessica, she goes sometimes and fits people. She's sometimes in the stores, and she fits people for shoes. Wouldn't you die?
I would die.
I would squat, pee, and die. That's what I was just like, yeah, done. I would. A little puddle, and then I'd pass out. If I
would
walked
die.
in, I don't even wear heels, and I would buy heels from her.
Yeah.
I would buy heels from her.
Yeah. PSA to everyone watching this, Jason said in the meeting he would buy me a pair.
You didn't hear that.
It was true.
There was not a legal document.
We do. We do.
What?
We have a rundown of the show that all the producers in the room signed that says Jason will buy Kendall these shoes.
I don't know what.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I do want her to be my friend because I have people ask me like, you know, who haven't you interviewed in person that you would like to meet and interview? It's David Letterman, and she's right there on my list of like people. Because look at me. I would if I came face to face with Carrie Bradshaw again, puddle pass out. That's you know, it's pee puddle pass out. That's what I would do.
Preach.
Yeah. Did you watch Sex and the City?
Oh, duh.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yes.
Oh, who was your favorite? We got to go. But
Just don't call me Charlotte.
Oh.
I liked her. I'm just saying, like, I was a mix of the other three, and it just...
Okay, you're a mix of who? Carrie, Samantha?
And Miranda.
And Miranda?
It's a hot mix.
I see a little Miranda. I see a sprinkle of Miranda in you.
Yeah, it's just like a dash.
Yeah,
Like
just a dash. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need a dash of Miranda. Yeah, you
just
don't
a
need any
dash.
more than that. Yeah. Anyway, it'll be opening soon. When we find out a location for SJP, we'll let you know. And Sarah Jessica, I love you. We have a lot more to come, everybody. Stay right there. Back after this. Coming up, our mailbox was full after I went off on people who talk during a movie. People that talk in a movie theater should be put in jail. I really think. Y'all have a lot of opinions, and some of you have complaints of your own. We're opening up the mailbag just ahead. Then folks are literally getting ill from watching a new scary movie on Netflix. Is it really that terrifying? Producer Ted, he ain't scary, will have the answer. And Kendall is doing another 9 to 5 this morning. She is becoming the curator of the Minnesota Historical Society for a day. Oh boy, that's coming up.
Anyway, we went on the street and we asked people to tell us what time it is using an analog clock, and it's time to find out how they did in tonight's edition of Can You Do It?
Ma, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Can you look at this and tell me what time it is?
Oh, no. No, I can't.
Chris, let me ask you this. Where do you go to college?
UC Arlington.
You want to say anything to your teachers back in college?
Not at all, because they're going to be so disappointed that I have not read a clock like this since elementary school. Let me see. Okay.
Oh, man, it is 8:10, 8:20, 8:17. No?
AM or PM?
Oh my goodness. We are doomed. Society is doomed. Jimmy Kimmel testing people's knowledge of the analog clock. And the fact that that even has to be a bit is frightening. Yeah. You can read an analog clock, can't you? Yeah, exactly. You have an analog, thank you. Well, I can't see it from there. I got glasses. I can't see. Is it an analog? Okay, yeah. Do they not?
We had it in elementary school, high school. I mean, like, I don't understand how people don't know how to.
I don't
read a
either.
clock.
I mean, do they not teach it anymore? Aaron, do they not teach it anymore in school? They do? Okay,
It's just
yeah.
so weird.
And I point to Aaron like she's an elementary school teacher or something. I don't know. I would think they would teach. I mean, I don't know. More late night. Jimmy had Taron Egerton on to talk about his latest movie. You know, he plays Elton John in Rocketman. The two, I can't wait to see that. Yeah. The two watched the premiere at the Cannes Film Festival. Look at this.
So I'm sat here, Bernie Taupin, Elton John, David Furnish, and Dexter Fletcher, the director here, and we sort of watched the whole movie at this kind of angle, you know, to try and ascertain if he approved or not. You know, I was visualising scenarios in which we'd get booed, and we received a 4-minute standing ovation.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's... And the reviews have been great, too. Do you look at that sort of thing?
So I try and avoid reviews, but Elton sends me them every day.
He does?
Every day. I mean, he's sort of vetting my reviews. I'm sure there are bad ones that he's not sending. But yeah, it's been...
He emails them to you?
He emails them, yeah. It's the same title every time, and another one.
And another one. And another one. Could you imagine you're playing the dude, you're the actor, playing Elton John, and Elton John is sitting next to you at the movie? I wouldn't like that. I don't know. But they've gotten to be really good friends. I can't wait to see this movie. This is one of them that this season that I'm very excited to see.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I fell in love with him when he did Kingsman. Oh my God, that accent. Oh,
yeah.
Hello. Look at that face. Thank you, ladies.
You're a fellow nerd. Did someone just pass out the audience? Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. He really is.
He's a babe. Well, by the way, also, this is like very embarrassing. Is that how you say that that video film festival?
The Cannes Film Festival?
Cannes. I honestly wondered my whole life. They show the dresses and they talk about it, and I'm just not fancy enough to know.
There's different ways. Cannes, is it what? Cannes. It's the Cannes.
I honestly
like Genghis Khan, like Cannes Film Festival? Really?
Cannes.
Are we?
Okay.
What, did you take? I took French. Did you take French? No, I didn't either, yeah.
No, I was genuinely wondering. I was like,
it's
that's how
Cannes.
you say it. Thank God I didn't have to read that.
Believe me, people on Facebook will tell us when we're wrong. I mean, just wait. It'll take 30 seconds before someone on Facebook will tell us we're wrong, yeah. We had another woman a couple days ago tell me how mean I've been to Keith Marler, which is my favorite thing on earth. Thank you, audience. You get it. Keith Marler from the Fox 9 Morning News. He's like my big brother. Is he older than I am? No, I think I'm older than he is. Anyway, he's like my brother that we both never wanted, you know, and I love him. I love the guy. Next in the dish, Chris Kattan opening up about his career in a new book. Chris, obviously, from SNL. And one of the allegations has folks at NBC, they're squirming a little bit. Now, you may remember Chris, here he is. Chris was on our show last year. In the book, he reveals SNL creator Lorne Michaels pressured him to have sex with the director so she would stay on his movie A Night at the Roxbury, which I love that movie. Chris said he did it. He went through with it. An SNL spokesperson denies the allegation. Yeah, I bet. Chris has struggled since his days at SNL. He broke his neck during a sketch on the show, and that led to several surgeries and drug abuse. I want to read this memoir, and I was saying on the radio show when he was sitting there, and I mean this with compassion and love. I've never experienced this with a guest in person. I looked in his eyes, and he looked sad to me. I think he is pained both physically, and I'm not trying to diagnose him, but he just seemed very pained to me, and I felt bad. I wanted to take care of him. I wanted to give him a hug because I was just looking at him on our little banana couches, and I looked right in his eyes, and he just seemed very low. He just seemed, and it made me, because I loved him, and I think he's one of the best, especially of that generation of SNL. He's one of the best of that crop, and to see him struggle so made me incredibly sad because he was very nice to us, to the staff. He did whatever. We had him do games, and sometimes when you have a comedian on, they're not as forthcoming as a regular guest, especially an SNLer. They don't want to go back over, like Dana Carvey, I'm sure, sick of talking about the church lady. We asked Chris everything, and he was so gracious. So I wish him the best. I really do. I wish you, yeah. Makes me sad.
It is sad. We talk about your life changing in an instant.
In an instant.
You're in SNL, you're funny, you're living life, and
boom.
An accident happens.
It's crazy whirlwind. Still ahead, I went off on people talking in movie theaters yesterday, and you guys filled up the Jason Show mailbag. We'll read some of your comments coming up next, and then Kendall heads to work. Not here. Kendall's working at the Minnesota Historical Society. We'll show you how she did when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Yesterday, I calmly ended the show by sharing my beef with people who talk in a movie theater. It happened to me while we were watching Aladdin on Memorial Day weekend. Actually on Memorial Day. And I'm not the only one dealing with this problem because it's time to open the Jason Show mailbag. Okay, we heard from a lot of you on distractions in movie theaters. Here's what some of you are saying. Mary Jo, she writes, "Hey Jason, I've gotten to the point where after I've had enough, I turn around and I tell them, you can either give me my money back or you can shut up, your choice." And they usually shut up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love her. And I've done that a few times, but I sometimes hold off. I don't want to embarrass the person I'm with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm making a big scene, but yeah, I've told people off before. Bo says, "Thank you for the theater rant, Jace. Please do it on the regular. I haven't been to a theater since the inception of smartphones." Yeah. Leanne is next. She brings up another issue. She goes, "What's worse is paying $100 plus for a concert and having people give reviews on each number that the artist performs. I am not going to concerts anymore because I'm so fed up. Thank you for letting me vent." Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. That's even more. Because I said, look, I was going off rather quickly. I said, I really wish the big theater chains, like Alamo Draft Houses in Woodbury, they take it very seriously. If you are caught talking, you will be removed from the theater. And I think that's the right thing to do. I think you get like one chance. I ask politely, the big theater chains, your Cinemarks, your AMC, I love you. I think the American public wants to go to more movies. But you got to invest in staff to monitor the auditoriums on a regular basis. Because you can't count on people to do the right thing anymore, I guess, and be polite. Because I don't know, the manner seems to be gone in some places. You got to staff up. You have to staff up like some theater chains do. Make an investment. If you're wondering why your numbers are going down, you don't need to hire a research firm. I'll tell you why. It's because of this. Because it's a nuisance sometime to go to the movies. We pay $40, $50 for a ticket with popcorn and goobers and stuff. We sit down and Mary behind us starts chit-chatting. That's why people are choosing to stay at home. It's not because of prices. We'll pay it if the movie's good. It's not because of the quality of the movies. It's because you're not investing on keeping the auditoriums a lovely place to be. That's why. I'm telling you. That's why.
Mike Rock.
Just saying. I love going to the movies. I love going to the movies. I don't want to stop, but I'm not kidding. I don't think I'm going to be going to a lot of movies because I'm done. I can't complain about this anymore. Still ahead, everybody. Kendall goes back in time with the Minnesota Historical Society and her latest, Kendall Tries Your 9 to 5. When we come back after this. I watched that video hundreds of times in 94 and 95. Welcome back. It is the song you hear before every single rerun of Friends. The theme song from the iconic show by the band, the Rembrandts. Well, we are very excited because the Rembrandts will be performing live in our studio this Friday, everybody. Don't miss it. Do we have tickets left, Jeff? Are we booked that day? Hey, if you want to come, if you're a Rembrandts fan or you love Friends, no. Aaron's like, no, stop the people. No. If you want tickets, just go to our Facebook page and click the ticket tab and let them know you want to come on Friday. We'll see you then. Well, it is the place that preserves the past of Minnesota. The Minnesota Historical Society is full of great exhibits and activities for the whole family. But have you ever wondered what it would be like to be in charge of keeping track of all that history? Well, Kendall decided to find out what that's like in her latest, Kendall, Try My 9 to 5.
All right, we're back with another Kendall, Try My 9 to 5. Lauren reached out on our Facebook page and I was like, this sounds so cool. She's with the Minnesota Historical Society at the History Center, so we're gonna see exactly what those people do in the basements of these kind of places. Sounds cool to me. Let's go. Cyrus brought me down here to her domain. I describe this as like art room, wood shop, I don't even know, library, but that's not what the title is at all. What room is this?
This is the Book and Paper Conservation Lab. So this is where basically everything in the Minnesota Historical Society collection that is made of paper or is, I like to say, paper adjacent, like photographs and books, maps, whatever. They all come down here anytime there's a tear or they basically need a little TLC.
Preserve history. And you put like me right by this book wheel. Can I touch it?
Yes, you can even turn it around if you want.
You also, a lot of the maps that you showed me, like there's tears, there's tape in it, and you make it pretty again.
The way I put it is, if you had like Abraham Lincoln's coat that he wore when he died and there's bloodstains on it, you wouldn't want to remove the bloodstains.
I'm not touching that, right?
No, you're not. We don't have it. So this is a board chair. It's another bindery workhouse. So back when people were doing bookbinding as a business, you'd always find one of these in there, and this actually probably dates from around that time, so like probably early 20th century.
Oh, for real?
For real.
You have to like lube it up a lot? To get real squeaky? Oh my God, do I get to cut a piece of paper?
If you want to.
Off with a head. Oh, that thing is so cool. I could play with this all day. For some reason, I feel like I should be British if I'm doing this work. Like this is literally what you're doing today.
Yep, this is what I do.
Preparing a map from 1918. That's way cooler than anything I did today. I just want to touch these things because they look like little like bloopers, like bloop, 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 bloop.
They're weights.
Oh, all they do is hold the paper down. Okay.
Well,
cool.
you know.
So you don't work out on your break. You just weight things down with it.
I mean, I could
Girl, you're
work
doing
out
curls.
on...
You know you're doing curls in the basement.
I could be working out. Who would know?
Nobody.
Girl, look at that body. I work out.
I'm not touching like the Declaration of Independence here.
These are non-artifacts that you're going to be working on. So if there's any sort of catastrophe, it'll be fine. You can show how brittle it is.
It's super thin, like I know that sounds dumb, but it's paper thin.
It's paper thin.
It's paper thin, guys.
Once you encapsulate it in polyester film, you can take it, and we wouldn't do this with an artifact, of course, but you can actually crumple it up, and it's still in one piece. It would be in 100 pieces.
Okay, you guys, my mom's a librarian, and she would like disown me if she ever saw me like crumpling historic like paper. Hey, Mom.
It's an ultrasonic welder, so it uses ultrasound waves to weld two pieces of polyester film together. So now you can put your document inside.
Conserve the paper. Roll magnetic mat. Push pump. I did it.
You did it.
I did the job.
You still have 2 more welds to go, though.
Oh, I didn't do the job.
So you did it.
I did it. Look at me now. This will probably get framed.
And if you want to crumple it for your mom, you can.
That is so cool. That is awesome.
It was awesome.
So I love, she said she's in charge of artifacts, paper adjacent. I love that term.
Like what? So what do you do?
So she's in literally anything on
Yes,
paper
yeah,
that young
maps,
lady is in charge of.
Yep, they do maps, book recovery. I mean, they had stuff from all over the place. And then we didn't just go there. We actually went into another secret vault. Like we couldn't even, this is the inside of it. We couldn't film the outside door because they don't want people to know where it is.
Oh,
yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for real. So this was the different clothing we're touching right here. Like that was found in someone's attic or in a barn or something like that and was, you know, a couple 100 years old. Then there's all this furniture that they have. They have stuff from the old Macy's, like the old characters from the Christmas shows. This guy,
from
like
the
these
Daytons.
guys. Yeah,
right
Daytons,
there. Oh,
yes.
yeah.
They have those down there, which were super creepy.
Oh, that's Harry Potter. That's supposed to be
Severus
Snape.
Snape.
That's,
Dumbledore. Yeah, that. So all this stuff was really, really interesting, and they let me wear gloves.
Oh, well, you had to, because y'all with your
like
dirty
the best,
hands.
That was the best part of it. They were like, I was like, can I wear
what is
gloves?
that? Is it like a costume or something?
I don't remember.
Oh, it's all right, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
but they had all the old winter carnival outfits there with like real mink fur and stuff.
So you know where the location is. Do they swear you to secrecy?
Well, I mean, I couldn't get back there. Like,
oh, okay, but but it's around
yeah,
there.
I know it is. It's in the basement, sort of where we were, but in a different part. And it's
That
like this
is
very
awesome.
ambiguous door, and they're like, okay, well, turn your camera off.
Oh, wow. They yelled at Eric, turn your camera
That's where
off,
they
Eric.
keep like the Prince suit.
Oh, the Prince suit? Oh, okay,
So, like,
I gotta go. Visit the Minnesota Historical Society. Thanks for having us, our friends. That's right. And if you have a job that you want Kendall to do, all you have to do is let us know. Go to our Facebook page. Still ahead, everybody. A new movie on Netflix is getting a lot of buzz, and it's also physically making people sick. So what did producer Ted think of The Perfection? We will find out when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Have you seen it yet? Welcome back. Welcome back. There is a new movie on Netflix that's getting a lot of good buzz and at the same time has people totally terrified, Jason, and in some cases terrified. And in some cases it's literally making people physically ill. Here is a clip from The Perfection.
What is happening to me? I'm burning up.
It's gonna be okay, Lizzie.
Oh, it's not. Oh, God, it's not. Listen to me. Something is wrong. Something is wrong with me.
Lizzie, I know. That's why we need to get you help.
I'm dying. I'm dying. What's happening? What's happening?
Oh my God.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Oh, what's happening is I'm a little grossed out. The movie stars Allison Williams, who is, of course, the daughter of TV anchor Brian Williams, and is available. Okay, we can stop showing that now. And it's available on Netflix. When it comes to scary movies, we turn to one man. And that means, once again, it's time for America Loves Ted. Producer Ted Johnson joins us from the Jason Show control room. Good morning, Ted.
Good morning.
Ted, let me ask the obvious. What exactly is making people sick in this movie?
Well, and if you were grossed out by that clip.
Really?
Yeah.
That's minor?
Yeah. So what's really grossing people out is there's a lot of vomiting.
Oh.
And we see it.
Oh. Okay, so what's the general plot and what's up with the title? Do they explain the title?
That comes later on, so probably shouldn't.
Yeah, we're gonna. So what's the basic plot?
So Allison Williams is a cellist, or was a cellist. She went to this very prestigious academy, but then had to leave to care for her ailing mother. So that happened 10 years ago. So then she goes back to find the woman who replaced her, who has become a big star.
Okay.
And you think, no, there's some jealousy, maybe some revenge, and then there's all these twists and turns and unexpected things that happen.
I got to tell you, as you're describing it, I have no idea how we go from the plot you just described to people vomiting. You know, right, audience? I don't know. I can't figure out the through line.
And that's probably what makes it so good. You don't, and when you figure out what the movie is about, it changes. And then you think you figure out what the movie's about, and it changes, and you don't really figure it out until the end.
Okay, you kind of gave it away right there, but so bottom line, you know, sometimes these movies get good buzz it gets buzz because of the thrill factor, or in this case, the gross factor. But was it actually good?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
But you need to keep in mind that you could be grossed out.
Okay.
Having said that, the movie is fantastic.
Real you just said fantastic.
I would watch this movie if I was scrolling through on the TV and it came up. I may sit there and say, okay, there goes the next hour and a half of my time.
Wow. How was Allison Williams? Because I do like her.
Love her.
Yeah, I
love her.
I enjoy her. She was. Oh, Ted, settle down, Ted. Settle down. Yeah, it's still single, right, Ted?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So bottom line, let's bottom line it. You would so if people are flipping through Netflix and they see this, if they have a tough stomach, you would recommend this.
Highly recommend it, but if you get sick, don't email me.
Exactly. Yeah, don't email Ted unless you want a date, right, Ted?
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you, buddy. The Perfection is available. The Perfection is available on Netflix now. I'm going to tell you, we always want you guys to follow us. We appreciate all of you following us on social media, especially our Instagram account and Facebook too. Go do that right now if you haven't. go to Instagram right now, search for Jason Show TV, and click on our stories. How you do that is you just click on the logo of my little head drinking coffee. You will see I took a picture of producer Ted in our meeting, and I go, Ted, that's a really good picture. You should use that for your dating profile pic. So go look at Ted, and you get to see what director Leo looks like, and Kendall too. After the break, it's game time with the cooking theme when we return. Back after this.
Now, to be a true master chef, you have to be able to take a stunning bird like this and break it down into all its delicious parts. It's so easy. Honestly, for me, I could do it with my eyes closed. 2 drums, 2 thighs, 2 wings, 2 breasts, 1 carcass. Lift up the knife.
Wow. Look at him go, man. That was like me with the live Maine lobster when I worked at Red Lobster. I could do that, yeah. Gordon Ramsay returns to Fox tonight for a new season of his hit show, Master Chef. Can you believe this? It is the 10th season premiere, 10 years. And it premieres tonight at 7 on Fox as they find the best home cooks in America. Welcome back, everybody. In honor of the return of Master Chef, we're putting you to the test. It's game time. Here we go. Today's game is called Celebrity Chef. It's really easy. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to show you a picture of a dish cooked by a famous face and shared on their Instagram page. You have to decide who made it. Now, we'll make it easier by making this multiple choice, and I'll be reading what they wrote. Now, remember, do not buzz in until I've listed off all 3 multiple choice.
Okay.
No one ever listens to that, and I don't expect them to start today. Playing today, please say hello to Melissa and Julie, everybody. Okay, I have a feeling we're going to break the curse. Melissa and Julie will actually listen, and they won't buzz in until I read the multiple choice. Melissa and Julie, please walk up to the buzzer there. Put your hand on the buzzer, and here we go. The first quote, there it is right there. There's the picture, and here's the quote. Beautiful little veggie paella for one. Was it Gwyneth Paltrow, Kate Hudson, or Charlize Theron? Melissa.
Charlize Theron.
No. Over to you, Julie. Is it Gwyneth or Kate Hudson?
I would say Gwyneth.
You are right. It is Gwyneth Paltrow. It is Gwyneth Paltrow. Here we go. Hands above buzzers. Melissa and Julie, here's your next one. Look at that picture right there. Here's the caption. That looks beautiful. Here's the caption. A sweet, cheesy appetizer that's perfect for outdoor entertaining. Was it Ina Garten, Paula Deen, or Martha Stewart? Julie.
Paula Deen.
No. Ina or Martha Stewart?
Ina.
No. No. That is Martha Stewart. That is Martha Stewart. No points awarded on that one. It is 1 for Julie, nothing on the board for Melissa yet. Here we go. Hands above buzzers, ladies. Look at this picture right there.
Oh,
what the
boy.
heck are those?
Sad.
Anyway, here's the caption. My cinnamon bread men seem to have had a run-in with the mafia. Whose Instagram account is that? Julia Roberts, Jennifer Garner, or Sarah Jessica Parker? Julie.
I'll try Sarah Jessica Parker.
And you are wrong. We're over to you, Melissa. Julia or Jennifer Garner?
I'm going to say Jennifer Garner.
You are right. Yes! You are right, and you're now on the board.
Yay!
We are now tied 1-1. Melissa and Julie, hands above buzzers. And take a look at the screen in front of you. Look at that beautiful picture of scrimps. Here's the caption. I just made some sautéed shrimp with rosé, topping with herby homemade breadcrumbs. Was that picture from Heidi Klum, Chrissy Teigen, or Ellen DeGeneres? Melissa.
Let's say Chrissy Teigen.
You are right. Yay! You are right. We are now, Melissa has 2, Julie has 1. Here we go. Look at this next picture, Director Leo. There it is. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful. Looks like a bundt cake of some sort. Here we go. Here's the caption. This apple sauce cake is one of my favorite things to bake for the family. Okay, whose family was it? Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman, or Laura Dern?
I don't know.
Just take a guess. Melissa?
I'm going to say Reese.
And you are right. It is Reese Witherspoon. All three, by the way, stars of Big Little Lies, returning to HBO in June. Hands Above Buzzers, Melissa and Julie. Come on, Julie, just guess on this next one. Here we go. Look at that picture right there. Big batch of Dragon's Breath chili to kick off Monday Night Football. Does that tattoo belong to Justin Timberlake, Guy Fieri, or Bobby Flay? Julie.
Guy Fieri.
You are right. You are right. Julie's back in the game, and it is close. 3-2. Julie is still in it, everybody. Here we go. Look at this next picture. Take a look at that. Look at that right there.
Oh.
Here's the quote. All that's left on my first batch of homemade biscuits at the cabin. Was that from Kendall, me, or producer Ted? Julie.
Producer Ted. You! I changed my mind.
You're losing this game. You're losing. No. No, it is actually, let's go over to me. Who is it?
Jason.
It is me. Yes, it is me. It's all right, sweetie. No, that's my homemade buttermilk biscuits there. Okay, hands above. Here's hands above buzzers. That was funny, Julie. Julie's like, no, I mean Jason.
No,
here we go.
just kidding, yeah.
Look at that picture right there. Here's the quote. Whether you are barbecuing outside or cooking indoors, my twice-baked potatoes will go perfectly as a side. Whose potatoes are there? Valerie Bertinelli's, Trisha Yearwood, or Faith Hill? Julie, Julie, go girl.
Trisha Yearwood.
No. Melissa, is it Valerie Bertinelli or Faith Hill?
Oh, I'm gonna go Faith Hill.
No, I'm sorry. No points awarded on that one, but it's Valerie Bertinelli, by the way. And we are done. Melissa has won the game, everybody. You are going home. Look at the showcase model, Aaron Schwab. You are going home. Look at it. Oh, my goodness. Is Gordon Ramsay in this box? You are going home with a Season 10 MasterChef gift box full of great kitchen gadgets, courtesy of our lovely network. And Julie, because she didn't know whose biscuits those were, gets a mug valued at $2. There we go. We're going to be right back to wrap up the show. Back after this, everybody. Thank you, Sudie. That was great. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Thank you, sweetheart.
Awesome.
I know. It's a hair emergency. Welcome back, everybody. We had a hair emergency with Kendall right before we came in. It's all fixed, girl. You look great.
Evan spit on me and it's better.
It's fine. It's all good. Yeah. Welcome back to the show, everybody. I love videos like this. Before we go, what some are calling the worst first pitch in Major League history. No, I know. And she doesn't care, so we can giggle at her because she was owning the moment. An employee of the month for the Chicago White Sox got the chance to throw out the first pitch yesterday. Well, it didn't quite go as she had hoped. Look.
It's ceremonial first pitch, which I can't decide whether that's the worst first pitch in baseball history or the best first pitch in baseball history.
Yeah, just a little bit off target. As you can see, she hit the photographer who wasn't even close to home plate right there. Yeah. The photographer says the ball hit his camera, but miraculously didn't do any damage. And the woman just laughed it off and was loving the moment. What a good sport. Look at her. She doesn't care.
50 Cent is in the clear.
That's right. Oh, I know. I was telling our friends on the Buzz right before us, I did that once with Joe Mauer, and I was terrified because I know this shocks everyone, I'm not an athletic kind of guy, and I was terrified, and then to know I was throwing it to Joe made me even, but it turned out to be one of the best moments.
Wasn't he pretty much like, what are you doing up
he
here?
literally mouthed, what are you doing here? Yeah, anyway. Hey, I didn't get a chance to say this on Friday, but Friday or late last week was the official end of the official TV season. We're now in the summer. And I want to say thanks to our crew who never gets the credit they deserve, our behind-the-scenes folks, Eric and Ted and Evan and David and everyone in Master Control, Chris, Jeff and Ted, all the people you don't see who's really responsible for the success of this show. I thank all of them from the bottom of my heart for another successful season, and thanks to all of you for watching us for 4 years. And we're looking forward to season 5 in the fall. But unlike other shows, we're going to be live most of the summer with brand new episodes. Speaking of that, tomorrow, meet 2 Minnesotans competing in the season premiere of American Ninja Warrior. Go out there and be yourself, everybody. No one can tell you're doing it wrong. See you then.